Hello, welcome to M.Shakir. Hope all of you are doing well. Today we are discussing the Watchpoint option of SAP ABAP debugging, which is very powerful tool of SAP ABAP. And most of all, know what is SAP ABAP debugging and what is the role of debugger in SAP programming to find the bugs in a program and to resolve the issue if executing the SAP web program. So today we are focusing the watch point. What is watch point and what are the significant of watch point? How watch point behave when we implement some condition, and what is the role of watch point in SAP web debugging? So let's begin. There are two major objective of SAP to create the option of watch point in SAP debugging. The first one is you can use watch point to track the value of individual SAP ABAP variable or any field. The ABAP debugger stops as soon as the value of the watched variable has changed. It means if we want to find the way or the point at which the value of the ABAP variable change, or any increment or decrement in the value of variable occurs, the watch point automatically execute and the program stops automatically while debugging. And the second major feature of watch point is to specify condition for watch point. The debugger then additionally check whether this condition is fulfilled. It means that we can not only watch or monitor the variable and the value of a variable through watch point, but we can also perform or fix some condition, so then when the value of that variable and the weather condition goes true, the SAP ABAP debugger automatically stop the execution of the program, and we can also so then we can easily identify that what's wrong at this point and why the value of the variable behaves not well. After identification of the change of value of the condition met at the certain point, so we can easily make our program very useful after editing and after removing the bug of the program. So I have created a practical example of SAP ABAP program, so then you can easily find and analyze and the behavior and the how we can use the watch point in SAP ABAP. So let's begin with the program formation and the execution of the program. From the top we have the report name, and after that I have declared global data of work area SPFLI, and after that I declare an internal table IT SPFLI of type WA SPFLI, and after it I have declared three integer variable which we are going to be monitor. Number one is GV1 charges, and number two is GV1 tax, and number third is GV1 TOT. And last but not least, OK code like SCY, UCOM for any observation of OK code if we required. So after global variables, I have declared input parameter for inputting the carried ID of a particular flight, because we are using the flight model. As you know, uh, if you don't understand now the flight model, and you don't know about how to start debugging, so you can follow my previous video of SAP ABAP debugging in my playlist, and you can easily find how we can debug and how we can move forward, how we can get started of SAP ABAP debugging. So, and if you like that video or this video, do subscribe my channel and do like both of these videos. So after declaring input parameters, I have started the start of selection of program. First of all, I have created a routine named getData2. In the getData2, I just getting the all the records of SPFLI and importing into my internal table with the condition of input parameter. In the second routine, getData3, I am doing some calculation we will discuss in detail later. I am just giving you an overview of this program right now. And after getData3, I have created another routine which also performs some calculation for using some variables. We will also discuss it at that later. And at the end of the program, I have displayed all the values of table of our internal table, and after displaying the value of internal table, I have shown the total charges which will be the requirement of our user, that the user wants total charges of after applying some formulas, or after applying some sort of calculation on the above data. So let's also clear that what is the requirement, because if you know the requirement, you can easily understand the role of watch point and how we can fix the watch point for verification of the value which is required by the customer. Let's explore the Excel files data of customer and the formula also. Here it is. This is a criteria, and this is a data which have been provided by the customer, and the two column which are mainly have some sort of formulation. The add charges and the text column. So add charges is nothing but the 2000 value automatically add each iteration of the record. And you also notice that all the values of distance column is greater than the 8000. So it's mean that we have to put the criteria on our record, that all the records which have distance greater than 8000 km will be observed. After that, let's understand the formula of text column. In the text column, let's clear it all. Okay. In the text column, there is a formula which applied by the customer, that the value of F2 column will be multiplied with the 60 divided by 100. It's mean the 60% of the charges will be applicable on each record which have the value of distance greater than the 8000. So, and after each iteration the value is going to be increased because after each iteration the 2000 value has been added consequently. So this is the requirement of the customer, and customer wants the value 19,200 at the end of the at the end of the program or at the end of required. This is just the sample data which customer required for the application of calculation. So the formula also present in the total field, which is the sum of the value which comes last after calculation, that is 12,000 and plus 7,200, and if we add both of these value we will get 19,200. So let's come back to our SAP ABAP program and explore what will be the program do and what the logic will be implement for this requirement, and also we will implement some watch point and explore the behavior of watch point in this video. So let's begin. First of all, I execute the program. If I execute the program on all the record, it will give this type of data, and at the end of the report it's showing 20,200. But as per the user we need the value 19,200. So for the verification of this value we need the watch point for our in our program for the clear verification of our SAP ABAP program. So let's begin. I have put a breakpoint here and I executed again the program. Our program goes into the debugging mode. Let's make it bigger so then you can easily view. Okay, right. So I press F5, F6. The system got the records of all the records of table SPFLI, and it's get all the record of SPFLI which have the different type of values of distances 6,162 and 2,572 and 560 and all. I press F6 and then F5. After pressing F5 it goes into the routine, it's clear the global variable and it's go into the internal table. So here we have the variable changes at this point at line number 55, and it's adding the 1000, but before going into calculation let's I made clear that we can also observe the value of work area directly if we create a watch point by using the work area name. Let's copy the name of work area, or if we want to monitor any variable we use the name of that variable. Let's go to the break / watch point desktop. Click on the watch point tab and then click on the create watch point, Control V. So then whenever the value of this variable, that is work area of our internal table, will be changed, the watch point for the debugger automatically executed. Click OK. For clarification, we can see here the watch point created message is being showed in the screen, and also the watch point is created here. So let's go back to desktop 3 and press F8. Here it is. You can see the below message is showing in the bottom of the screen. If I double click it, watch point reached, and in the bracket there is a name of a watch point WASPFLI. If we can also give the name of watch point respectively as per our need. I didn't give any specific name, so the system is showing the default name of this watch point. Let's close it. So you can observe that I didn't make any breakpoint at this point, but system automatically stops here in debugging because we have created a watch point on the name WASPFLI variable, that is a work area of our internal table. So this is the first feature of watch point, that we can set the name of any variable, we can perform any monitoring of any type of variable or any feed. Now I am executing the whole program. Press F8. It's again and again showing and the watch point read, and it's because the loop is going continuously going, and on the record which have the distance greater than the 8000, and it's continually running. And so if we want to clear, or if we want to execute the program flawlessly, we go to again the break watch point tab and select the watch point and delete watch point. So now if we press F8, the system executed smoothly without any stopping, because we have deleted the watch point. Now we have explored the first option of watch point. Let's observe and let's use the second powerful feature of watch point, that is applying some specific condition of any variable. So as we have discussed that our value and the program value was not correct, was not tally with each other, because in the program gives 20,200, whereas we need the value 19,200. So what is happening in the program? For observing this point, we have to monitor the value of the total variable and the other variable which involved in the calculation. So let's understand what the calculation is going on in this routine. The routine is executing the internal table and getting the value of internal tables into the work area WSPFL5, and here it is, the condition has been applied that only those records will be executed which have the distance is equal to 8000. So this is the first routine, and after applying the condition, the loop is going into this. It will change the value of GV1 charges after addition of the 1000, and this value will be used for calculating the another variable GV1 tax, which is getting by multiplication of 50 and divided by 100, and at the end we have adding the value of both variable GV1 tax and GV1 charges to the GV1 total, and at the end of loop there is the addition of 1000. Let's explore the third routine, that is data 4. In this routine we are getting all the records which have the distance greater than 8000. So as per our observation, these are the record which have the distance greater than the 8000. There are only 6 records which are greater than the 8000, but in more practical examples you can observe that 50,000, 10,000 and 100,000 records can be manipulated, or user required to manipulate the and get result from the thousand of records. So if we put our breakpoint between the loop and we keep iterating, so it will very hectic for any developer or for any personnel, and it will be very time consuming. That is why SAP gives the option of Watchpoint. The main purpose of Watchpoint is to observe the value of the variables, especially the calculation variable, under any specific conditions. So let's back. In this routine, GV1 charges adding the 2000, as we have observed in this. Add charges is a GV1. The 2000 is being added in each iteration. So we have put this logic here, and it's automatically add to the total of the GV1 charges. And in the next line, GV1 tax is equal to the GV1 charges multiplied by 60 and divided by 100, which were our formula as we discussed earlier. And after calculating the value, it's moved onto the GV1 tax, and after executing or the loop, the system will add both the values of variable into the GV1 total, which will be our resulted variable. Hope you understand the logic. Here I have created this logic because you can easily understand what's the character and what's the role of Watchpoint between the calculation. Watchpoint, I must mention that Watchpoint is not created for observation of any text variable like material or like plant. Watchpoint is created especially for the verification of calculation. So let's understand. Let's execute the program. As we know, we are observing the value of GV TOT1, which is our resultant variable. We just copy the name of it, and now. Execute the program. As I made a breakpoint, session breakpoint, it comes automatically come into the debugging mode. Let's make it visible. Press F6, and in this routine we must create a watch point for observing the value of our resultant variable. Our resultant variable is GV1 TOT, and the most important thing that we have put here that the condition on the value of the variable can be also restricted. So let's go to the breakpoint and watch point tab. Click on the create button, Control V. We have just pasted the name of a variable, which is our resultant variable, and here we can put any condition on that variable. Control V again, and we are putting that if when the value of the variable is equal to 1000, the program should be stopped. Click on OK. The watch point has been created. Let's observe and let's execute by click on the F8 button. Watch point read. Let's observe the value of GV1 TOT. Here it is. You can also see the value of GV1 TOT is equal to 1000, and after this the program has been stopped. In other scenarios we can do something, because we have put this restriction of on the value of our resultant variable, but our purpose of observing this variable is that it should add the value by using the other variables values, because it dependent it should be dependent totally on the values of other variable. But in this case, as we have observed that the value of G1 TOT is equal to 1000, because we need to find the difference which is equal to 1000. Here it is. That is why we have put the value of 1000, because we don't finding we don't understand where the 1000 value is being added. Let's come back to the program and let's press F5. It will go to the second routine. The value of charges is going to be changed, as you are observing all the things, and the value of tax is changes, value of charges and the value of tax is changing, as we are observing, but at the end GV1 TOT has the value 20,200. It's mean all the things goes perfectly, but the value which were added in the last routine is not suitable, is not good, or it's a mistake of the program. So we have find that this line should be committed. Let's first execute the program. Afterward, we will edit the program. So let's go to the edit mode and make it stop. Control S and Control F3. Activate the program. Hope this video goes long, but no matter, you can clearly understand the purpose and the role of a watch point after implementing or after understanding this scenario. Let's again execute the program. Press F8. Here it is. You can observe that the value of our resultant which is required is 19,200, which is the same which required by the by our customer or by our user. So at the summary, we have come to know that if we use a watch point specifically, and if we use watch point very clearly, and by understanding the purpose and by understanding the logic of the program, we can get many benefit by using the watch point. Hope you learn something regarding the watch points of SAP ABAP debugging, and if you like this video, to click on the like button and to subscribe my channel for coming new informative video regarding SAP ABAP and Fury. And the future I will also give some informative video regarding BTP, regarding SAP SAC. So stay in touch with me and take care. Bye bye.